morning, students. In last class, we have studied about operators in C language. What are the various operators and what are the various data types, and along with how we are going to write the C program, how to execute a C program. All those concepts we have covered in previous class. So in this class, we are going to concentrate on control structures or control statements. Among the control structures or control statements, we are going to talk about decision making statements. First of all, what is a control statement? Generally, statements are two types. First one is sequential statements and the next one is control statements. See what is meant by sequential statements. Okay, the statements which are executed sequentially from top to bottom, then we can call it as a sequential statements. What about control statements? The statements which are executed randomly and repeatedly, then we can call it as a control statements. See, for example, we have some 10 statements are there. See, those 10 statements are executed one by one. That is, first statement, then second, then third, then fourth, like this. Sequentially, if we execute those 10 statements from top to bottom, then we can call it as a simple statements. So what about control statements? If, for example, among those 10 statements, if the statement number 5, fifth statement, I want to execute repeatedly, then in that case, we are going to use the control statements. See here, control statements are nothing but the statements which are executed randomly or repeatedly. See, in our program, sometimes we may occur the situations like if you want to execute one statement more than one time, then randomly and repeatedly, then in that case we are going to use the control statements. See, generally control statements are the statements which alter the flow of execution of the program and provide better control to the programmer. They are useful to write better and complex programs. Generally, in C language, uh, there are three types of control statements are there. See, first one is a conditional control statement. Second one is loop control statements. Next one is unconditional control statements. Okay, you should remember all these three categories. First one is conditional control statements. Second one is loop control statements. Third one is unconditional control statements. See, conditional control statements, we can call it as a decision making statements or selection statements. Okay, our topic is decision making statements only. What is the another name for conditional control statements are decision making or selection statements. Next category is loop control statements, or we can call it as a iterative statements. Okay, see what are the various categories comes under this conditional control or decision making statements are first one is a simple if. First one is a simple if, and this, or we can say if. Second one is if else statement. So next one is nested if else. Next one is else if later, or we can say if else if statement. And the next one is switch statement. Okay, all these five comes under a conditional control, or we can call decision making statements. Okay, once again I am repeating. First one is if, simple if or if. Second one is if else. Next third one is nested if else. Next fourth one is else if later, and fifth one is switch. Okay, among these five we are going to concentrate on a simple if and a switch statement. Okay, this is one category, and the second category is loop control statements. In that loop control statements, or we can say iterative statements also, we are going to discuss about while loop, a do while loop, and at the same time for loop. Okay, whereas coming to unconditional control statements, we have go to, break, continue, and return. These four are the unconditional statements. In our syllabus, we are going to cover the topics called under the decision making statements. We are going to know about the if statement and switch statement. At the same time, whereas in loop control statements, we are going to concentrate on loops, that is while loop, do while loop, or for loop. See, how the simple if or if statement can execute. Okay, generally this is the syntax for if statement. So left side we have syntax, right side we have it is just like as a flow chart, how the program executes in a diagrammatical manner. Okay, so flowchart means if you represent the execution in the form of symbols. Okay, so execution of if in the form of flowchart, here left side is the syntax. Okay, see, first of all what will happen is, first I am going to write here if within the bracket condition. If the condition, simple if, this is a simple if the condition is true, then opening bracket, closing bracket. If the condition is true, then the statements which are in the block, this block, are executed. Okay, if the condition is true, then block of statements are executed. Okay, see here also, first of all we are going to check the condition. If the condition is true, if block statements, it is nothing but block of statements only, if block statements are executed. Okay, there is a chance of, if the condition is false now, so if the condition is false, this block of statements cannot be executed. Okay, the statements which come after this block, okay, that means after closing bracket, the statements which are there, those statements are executed when, if the condition is false. Okay, see, if you see the representation, condition is true, then if block statements. If it is false, okay, then the statements after if, okay, those statements are executed. Okay, it is the simple if or if statement. Okay, so that only we are going to write here. In simple if statement is used to verify when the given condition and execute the block of statements based on the condition. The simple if statement evaluate the specific condition. First it is going to be check the condition. If it is true, then execute the next statement or block of statements. Okay. If the condition is false, it skips the execution of the new statement or block of statements. Okay. The only thing is, if the condition is true, it will execute the block of statements. If it is false, it will skip the block of statements and execute the remaining section. Okay. So this is the simple if. Okay, see, if you see one example for if statement. Okay, here hash include stdio.h. Why? Because we are going to use the printf method. So for that one I am going to include stdio.h. Okay, generally every C program starts with the main function. Okay, bracket open. Okay, left flower bracket and a right flower bracket. Within this flower brackets only we are going to write the code. Here I am going to take one variable called x equal to 20, that is of type integer, and y is of type 22, that is of integer type. Okay, so here I am writing the condition. If x less than y, what is the x value? 20. 20 less than, what is y? 22. First in this you simple if, we are going to check the condition, that is 20 less than 22. Condition is true. Condition is true. Yes, condition is true. Okay, so what will happen? The statements which are available in the block of if block, the statements are executed. Okay, what we have written in the block printf, a variable x is less than y. That means variable, what is x? 20 is less than 22. Okay, that only we are going to get as output. Okay, so next one more example is here. Same here also main function. Of course, above the main we are going to write the header files. The main function, here I am going to take two variables, a equal to 10, b equal to 20. This is the example of simple if only. See, here I am writing one condition, that is a less than b. What is a? Here a is 10. 10 less than b. What is b? 20. 10 less than b. Condition true or false? If it is true, then if block statements are executed. If it is false, else block. If the statements which are come after the if block, those statements are executed. In this example, if a less than b, that is a is 10, 10 less than, what is b? 20. Condition true. So which statements are executed? If block statements are executed. If block statements, what are the if block statements? Printf hi. Next one, printf how are you? Okay, so what is output of this program? Hi and how are you? Okay, for example, if the condition is false now, for example, a greater than b, if I like, no, if I write like this, a greater than b, 10 greater than 20. Condition is true, false. 10 greater than 20, false. So which statements are executed? the block of statements are skipped. The statements after the if block, those statements are executed. Okay, what will happen? Printf y. Okay, in that case. So like no, here also one more example for if block, if statement. Here main, again I am going to take one variable, n is the variable. I am going to read the n value from the keyboard. Okay, that means printf enter n value. Again that n value I am going to scan. For example, I am going to give the n values 10. Okay, then what happen if condition n mod 2 equal to 0? That means 10 mod 2. For example, if I will give n value 10, 10 mod 2 equal to 0. Okay, if it is true, then what will happen? Give a number is odd. Okay, for example, I will give it 10 now. 10 mod 2 is equal to 0. Okay, condition is true, then which statements are executed? Printf given number is even. For example, I have given 11. Okay, first it will check the condition 11 mod 2. It is true now? No. Okay, then what will happen? The cursor will come the second condition. If n mod 2 not equal to 0, 11 mod 2 not equal to 0, condition true now. So which statement is going to be printed? Printf given number is odd. Okay, like this we are going to use the simple if statement. Okay, then next, what about if else statements? Okay, so what is the syntax for if else statement? So here syntax is nothing but first here there are two blocks are there. Okay, if block and else block. Okay, we can say true block and false block. First we are going to check the condition. If the condition is true, then true block statements are executed. Else, again if the condition is false, then we will go to the else block. Okay, if the condition is true, then true block statements are executed. If the condition is false, else block statements are executed. Okay, true block or else block is nothing but false block statements. Okay, if you see the execution, first of all we are going to check the condition. If the condition is true, then true block statements are executed. If the condition is false, false block statements are executed. After executing the two block statements, it will go again go to the normal statements execution. Here also, in the case of false also, false block, after executing the false block statements, it will go to the normal execution. Okay, if you see the example for if else statements, first of all, here we have as usual header file. Next one is main. For example, here I am going to take one variable called num equal to 19, that is variable initialization. If I am writing the condition, if num less than 10, what is num? 19. 19 less than 10. Condition is true or false. If it is true, then true block execute. If it is false, false block execute. Okay. Here, what is the 19? 19 is less than 10. Condition is true or false? False. So, which block executed? Else block. In else block, what we have written? Printf the value is greater than 10. Okay. If it is true, if condition is true, then true block will execute. Okay. True block means the value is less than. Condition is false. In this case, condition is false now. So else block is executed. Okay. It is the if else statement. Okay. There is one more example is in order to check whether the person is eligible for vote or not. Okay. Generally, age for vote is for example, if I want to vote for that one, I need age 18. Okay. Whenever if the age is greater than or equal to 18, then it is that person is eligible for vote. Okay. Here we are going to take age as variable. Okay. Here main, again opening bracket, closing bracket. Within the opening and closing bracket, I am going to write the code. Int a. A is one variable. Next again I am going to take age. Okay. Here a is nothing but here a is nothing but age only. Okay, I am going to give age as input. Printf enter the age of the person. Okay, here age in order to represent the age, I am going to take variable called a. Okay, printf enter the age of the person. So that age I am going to scan. Okay, so what is the condition for vote? If a, here age is nothing but age. Okay, if a greater than or equal to 18, okay, then printf eligible for vote, else printf not eligible for vote. For example, if I have given age 25, okay, age is 25, age is nothing but here a. 25 greater than or equal to 18, condition is true now. So true block statements are executed, eligible for vote. For example, I have given age as 7. Okay, age means a. Okay, 7 greater than or equal to 18. Condition true or false? False. So which block statements are executed? Else block statements are executed. Not eligible for voting. Okay. So this is the if else. Okay. The next one is nested if else. Okay. See, in this nested if else, what is the syntax for nested if else? First of all, we're going to check the condition. First one condition. If the condition is true, then again we're going to check the next condition. Okay. Again, condition true is, if the condition true is true, then true block statements are true block of statements one are executed. Else, if it is false, then false block statements are executed. It is the nested if statement. Okay. So next one is switch case statements. Okay, switch case statements. So this is when we are going to use the switch cases. Whenever we have multiple options, among the multiple options, if you want to select one option, one correct option, then we are going to use the switch case. Okay. So generally, switch case is a multi-way decision statement. We can say multi-way decision statement. It is used to select one option among multiple options based on the variable or expression value. This is an alternative to the if-else if statement or else if later statement. Else if later, the switch statement requires only one argument of integer or character type, which is checked with the number of case options. Okay. So generally, before the switch cases, we have if else, or nested if else if later. So all those are we have there, but as the number of options increases, the complexity of the program also increases. Okay. See, for example, if I want to take a 100 statements, among the 100 statement, 100 options, among the 100 options, if I want to select only a particular option, then the previous cases are the suitable. Okay, by using the switch cases, among the 100 options, if I want to select one option, switch case is the better one. This type of generally, when there is number of options are increases, complexity of the program also increases. Also, in order to avoid the problem, we are going to use the switch case. Using the switch case, one can select only one option from the more number of options very easily. Okay. See, what is the syntax of switch case? Okay, so this is the switch case syntax. Okay, first of all, we are ready to write the switch within the bracket. We are going to write expression or value. So in the switch case, opening bracket and closing bracket. So this is the syntax. Case value one. Case is one keyword. Value one. Then a set of statements. Okay, statement one. Or again, after that, we are going to write the break statement also. After one, or after a statement, set of statements. Okay, again case value 2, then block of statements. After that block of statements, we are going to write the break also. Okay, again case 3, case that is value 3, again set of statements. After that, we are going to write the break statement also. Okay, again case 4, case value 4, value 5, like this. Okay, finally default case. Okay, so this is the syntax. Okay, if you see the flow diagram, okay, first of all, we are going to check the condition value equal to value 1. If it is true, again what will happen? It starts the execution of the case 1. Okay, if it is true now, so case 1 statements are executed. Okay, again first case is false, again it will check the second case. If it is true, again second case statements only executed. If it is false now, again we will go for third case. Okay, if it is true, again this block of statements will execute. Okay, just now I have said among all these cases, anyone did not match, then we have finally default case. Okay, the statements which are in the default, those statements are executed. Okay, here what is the use of, just now I have said na break. For each and every case, there is a block of statements. After that, we are going to write the break. See, what is the break? What is the use of break means? If the condition is first condition is true, then what will happen? The block of statements which are in the case 1 are executed. Okay, so after the block of statements, if you are writing the break 1 means the cursor is automatically come out of the switch loop. Okay, why? Because here, if the case 1 is true, then we are going to execute the statements which are in the case 1 only. Okay, again at that time, no need to go for the second case. Why? Because here case 1 is true. Then at that case, after executing the block of statements in case 1, then automatically the cursor will go out of the switch loop. For that one, we are going to use the statement called break statement. Okay. So here, one sample program to display corresponding digit in words. Okay. For example, here we have as usually main. I am going to take one variable n. Printf enter any digit. I am going to enter any, that is from 0 to 7. Okay, I'm going to scan that digit. Again, what is the syntax for switch? Switch within the bracket, we are going to write the variable or expression. And here, opening bracket and a closing bracket, case 0. Okay, according to syntax, we are going to use the keyword case. So value is 0. Again, I am writing the printf, in the printf 0. After that, break. Again, case 1. Okay, printf 1, break 2, case 2, printf 2, break. Like this, case 7, printf 7, break. Finally, default printf, no, not a digit. Okay. See, after writing this program, after compiling and executing, what the computer will ask? Computer will ask printf enter any digit. For example, if I press a digit 1, okay, what will happen within the switch case? What is the n value? 1. Okay, so here what will happen? Case 0. Okay, first of all we are going to compare with case 0. Okay, it is not true. Okay, again what will happen? Come to next case. Okay, case 1. Okay, so it will check the next condition. It is case 1. What is the our digit? 1. So it is true. So, okay, what will print? Printf 1. 1 will print. Okay, after that after the printf statement, what we are going to write here? Break. Okay, here what is the break? Break means the cursor will go out of the switch loop. Okay, if I will press one number 1, what is the output? ONE 1 only. Okay, for example, if I press 8, what will happen here? First, each and every case we are going to check. 0 equal to 8 not. Again, 1 equal to 8 not. It is not false. False. Next case. Again, 2 equal to 8 na, false. Again, next case. 3 equal to 8 na, false. Next case. Like this up to 7. 7 equal to 8 not. Okay, automatically if among the 0 to 7 all are false, means automatically what will happen? Default case, that is printf not a digit. Okay, like this. Again, next program is here days. Okay, from Sunday to Monday. Okay, for example, 1 is a Sunday, 2 is a Monday, 3 is a Tuesday. Like that I'm going to take. Same here, main into day. Okay, printf enter the day, number of day. Okay, I'm going to scan in the switch case I'm going to give the variable as day. For example, if I give 2, okay, 2 means Monday. Okay, first of all we're going to check the case 1. Okay, case 1 is false now, so it will go to second case, case 2. Okay, case 2 equal to 2, then what will happen? Printf Monday. Okay, what is the output? Monday. So in this case also, for example, if I given 9, okay, case 1 equal to 9, false. Again, second case 2 equal to 9, false. Case 3 equal to 9. So all the cases are false. Okay, case 7 equal to 9, false. So among the 7 cases, all are false. Then what will happen? Automatically default case will execute. Okay, printf invalid choice. Okay, it is optional to write the break statement for the statements which are present in the default. Okay, so this is the switch statement. Okay, so all these are the if else, okay, and switch. Okay, thank you.